all about. Manchester City, 11 points off top. Liverpool, though, Robbie Mustoe, we're going to start with them. A few weeks ago, there was the narrative they haven't played anyone.
There was.
Well, they've played Real Madrid. They've played Manchester City. They've won both.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, they beat Chelsea. They drew with Arsenal away from home. It is incredible. And I go back to Arne Slot's words before the game. They have to be perfect in all areas. They'd have to dominate in all areas. That's what we've just seen. In the first half, dominant front foot, high pressing, creating chances with their football. They scored a goal. Second half, more on the back foot, strong defensively, knowing that they'd get chances on the counter-attack. That's what happened. Salah should have scored earlier on when he went through one-on-one as well. And if there's one, the most important part of the team for us today was the piece of the team that I think's been last getting to an exceptional level, and that was the midfield. The midfield. I think we know that the front players have scored tons of goals. Defensively, great from day one, but the midfield is, found a little bit of time to get its legs. But legs, I mean, Dominic Szoboszlai, the engine that guy's got was, I thought he was phenomenal in the game, as was Gravenberch as well. The midfield now is becoming another really strong part of this team. Which
is really interesting because, of course, Curtis Jones has been playing so well, and he chose, again, to leave him on the bench, which from Arne Slot is a piece of management genius. In terms of Liverpool, for you, Robbie, how surprised are you that we're sitting where we are today?
When Arne Slot took over from Jurgen Klopp, I think we all felt they'll be top six, maybe fourth or fifth, and that this guy's going to have to take his time to move this on. His individual management of players, Gravenberch, is like a new find. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a way better defender under Arne Slot than he was at all under Jurgen Klopp. We've seen Curtis Jones come in the team. We've seen Nunes take more responsibility. Virgil van Dijk is back to his very best. Mo Salah, despite the contracts, continues to score goals. There's so many good pots that this manager's done. And what Robbie says is interesting. There's less drama about Liverpool than we've ever seen. That's as easier victory against Manchester City as all the time under Jurgen Klopp, as all the time. And right now, they're the best balanced team in the Premier League. 26 goals scored, 8 goals conceded. In terms of both ends of the pitch, there's no one better than this Liverpool team.
Manchester City, we were saying during the second half, if you're about 12 years old, this is your first real experience of basically what the rest of us feel like most weeks in football when you lose games. Exactly. Pep Guardiola, during the game, was taunted by the fans, and he turned around and he held up the 6 fingers. At the end of the game, we saw just then holding up the 6 fingers. Let's have another look at that. How do you react to that?
I am surprised. I mean, we all know what he's done. We all know how great he's been, and maybe it's just a little bit of fun. But you know, there's a few times where he hates it, and I guess he's an awful loser. You know. I don't think he needs to do that. It's just the way he is. Pep is a little bit of a strange and sometimes awkward character. Doesn't need to do that. This is going to be an off-season for Man City. They had one, was it the COVID season when they didn't win it? This is going to be an off-season, and there's reasons for that. Various reasons, combination of reasons for it, mostly because his main key guys have been injured a lot. Other teams have injuries as well, but they operate on a small squad, so it's really hurt them. This is going to be an off-season for Man City.
But there's off, and then there's falling off the edge of a cliff, which is what City have done.
This is the off that we didn't ever expect from a Manchester City team. We know Rodri's important, but we thought there's ways that they can fill that gap. It's proven that there isn't. They are missing a number of players. It's a bit patchwork, but there's still quality in that squad back. The amount of errors, the amount of turnovers as the second goal come with this Manchester City team, we haven't seen for a while. Manchester City in this current era have been the super team, and they've had the superstar manager. There is a question about whether this era is coming towards an end, whether there's going to be another iteration of Manchester City under Pep to come again, to challenge the likes of Liverpool, who seem to be flying.
But they're out the title race.
For me, I said a defeat, they're out the title race. Yeah, for me.
Absolutely. Even with a win, by the way. If they'd have won this game, I still didn't think City. Yeah, absolutely.
It'd been 5 points.
No,
You said they were out.
Just given the way that they look, they're not going to win the show.
Give City a sniff and they'd have been in there. 11 points gives you a massive margin for error that Liverpool have got to make the most of.
It's a huge day. It's a massive day.
It's so important. Potentially you have a chance to put a big gap between you and them before that solution is found.
I think in general it's always important if you play a competitor, which City definitely is, to get a good result, and that has not so much to do with the point difference or with Pep coming up with a solution. If you look at his lineup, there might be a different solution again because a lot of midfielders are lined up.
Ortega comes in. Is that a decision based on form?
No. Just shake something, and Eddie has saved us. Of course, we're going to shoot a lot of goals for many reasons, but he saved us 1-against-1 in the games like we are. Remember balls and the other one 1-0 down and save 1-against-1 many times. So, but I decided for Stefan to him.
So does a Kanji move into midfield to give you that stability? Is it a 3 at the back? How much can you share?
You will see it. Play 5 or 6 in the back today. The shape is not. It's not about, I know, with the pace that we have right now, with the physicality we have right now, and we have to play a different type of game. Liverpool always have been like that since the last decade, but we could handle it because, of course, we did once, but we draw many times here. And I know in an open game they are stronger than us.